Two undefeated heavyweights. Somebody's has got to go. 12 rounds of boxing for the Commonwealth and vacant British heavyweight. And now the officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring. Fight fans, are you ready? Let's get ready to rumble! Fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and purple. Official weight, 16 fights, 16 victories, including 13 big wins by knockout. Julian, the body snatcher. Fighting out of the blue corner, wearing red, officially weighing in at 17 stone, 14 fights, 14 victories, 14 knockouts. The Olympic gold medal heavyweight fighting pride of the UK, Anthony Joshua.
Both yours, your heads in close. Good luck to you both. Judge Clubs.
Howard Foster in charge of a lot of trash talking, a lot of nastiness. White trying to goad Joshua officially for the Commonwealth and the vacant British title. White says he wants to expose Joshua as a fake. Joshua wants revenge. Amateurs. And they've certainly come out fast, and White is certainly setting his stall out. Wide swinging hooks of his. Let's see what happens. But at the moment, Joshua...
White came out jabbing, and we have to see...
Joshua nails him with a left.
Take it to Joshua, but you got to think what you're doing. He's not thinking enough. He's
out jabbing. He was looking to establish the jab, but Joshua's now caught him. And we'll see how his mentality changes.
Power behind it. He's not set himself properly. A great shot from Josh. Powerhouse to get his people out of there. And I really don't see him outboxing Joshua and try and get Joshua. Joshua hasn't been tested. He's got to test him.
What I'm saying is, if Dillian Whyte can keep using the jab, it'll keep Joshua busy.
But you just get the sense at any second something could go off here. And again a wobble. Again White comes through. Joshua sticks his tongue out at White. White in survival at all. And Joshua just grins at White. Is starting to come apart here already.
White's got a hold. White's got a hold. He's got a hold.
Can't do it. He's still got nearly 45 seconds to get through here. Big uppercut ripping in there. White showing he's got a chin and a hard fight like this for much longer. Can he even get through the first round? Can't miss him, can he? White just with contempt.
Joshua is just at a different level from White.
It seems like he's got clear some of the cobwebs. He got out of the round.
That was Joshua hitting after the bell, and White not having any of it. White's lost control. White has lost control completely. Everybody's in the ring. Everybody.
I hope White doesn't want to get disqualified. He's a boxer. He's after the bell. Don't tell me that he wants to be disqualified.
Taking him by the hand and sitting him back down. Goodness knows who those guys were.
I don't know if this many guys are...
Listen, he was hit after the bell. There's no question about that. He would still be throwing punches at Joshua now if they hadn't pulled him away.
Taking a swipe at Joshua.
Yeah,
at that
exactly.
point, you've been separated. Let's go back to
continue the action. That was bang out of order.
Tell you what, it sets up a nice second.
Yeah, well, the problem is White had his best moments after the bell, I think.
Keep Joshua busy. If he's putting a jab on Joshua, Joshua can't set up his hurtful punch.
Foster doing absolutely the right thing here and just taking the stink. Crowd is getting super heated as well.
And I like what Foster's doing. He's trying to take charge right now because...
Spilled out there after the bell.
You see what happens when White jabs defensive in some ways. And at least it keeps Joshua from setting up his own powerful punches.
Now, what's Banks said just to calm Dillian Whyte there. Those big, solid shots of his.
I'd like to see Joshua start jabbing back at White.
I think in the heavyweight, trying a real solid right hand, it's going to have to take chances because of the way.
But can you take a chance against Anthony Joshua? White trying to do just that. Joshua, big right uppercut. And again, Dillian Whyte threatening to unravel here. White can certainly take a punch. And he shoots Joshua. Joshua's in big trouble. Massive turnaround here. White going for it.
Test his chin out, and White's done that.
Big right. It was all or nothing. And Joshua, for the first time in his career, and he's breathing hard again after that. Really was.
They don't call him the body snatcher for nothing, I guess. He's a big man. Establish the length.
Joshua has never been in this
again.
situation.
I warn you, that Olympic gold medal.
And he's been hurt tonight. There's another one of those body shots. And they both gritted their teeth and dug it out. What a round this has been. Joshua not looking.
Body shots by
It
White. Great
really
comeback
was.
round by Dillian Whyte, I gotta say. That jab, use the feints with it. The way White was actually doing.
Paulie, I think Joshua came out for the second and it wasn't done, and he got himself in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
Concentration is so...
And if he'll continue to attack the body, he's sunk 2 or 3 really good left hooks in the midsection. Sure. Good hand speed there from White.
Yeah, it's just about mixing your shots, vary your offense. You can have that trickery and keep your guy guessing. So Joshua lowers his hands and then put the right hand up to the head.
Joshua lands of Joshua's best shots already and is still there.
One thing I don't like Joshua's doing is allowing White to be... Use the jab first. You know, it's always White initiating.
Yep, he's looked slow and kind of head muscle-bound stuff.
Yeah, and I think he's looking too much, thinking of too much.
Breathing, guys, he's blowing. This is a guy that's never been wet before. He's being dragged into something here, and it's Dylan this up.
Another question, we've never seen Joshua go this many rounds. As the fight progresses, will he keep just keeping Joshua busy? He's not able to set up his own offense if he's being jabbed at, and he's got to beat the...
Again, a look downstairs from Dillian Whyte. Straight jab from Joshua as well, but Whyte grits his teeth. Already the longest fight Anthony Joshua's been in.
Yeah, and what?
Jonathan Banks very animated in the White corner.
Just two steps.
Peter Sims there with him, his brother. Round 4. And solid left hand.
With the power that Joshua has, it's more important for White to remain this.
Non-existent in the previous round, but this is better.
Nipping away at him.
I like what White just did there. He didn't throw a...
His way, he's been caught maybe high in the head.
Joshua's starting to try to get the timing on that 2 times already.
And part of this is for Liberty. Lacked any kind of cohesiveness at all. White be short with his attack as well.
That's a good combination himself.
Bennett soaks it up straight back in front of him. Did you see that? Right.
To give up that mental edge. Psychology of a fight.
Well, White hasn't gone as far as proving Joshua's a fake yet. Back at him.
White's taking the punches better now.
Exactly, yeah, these are the punches that Josh has been knocked.
Power hold up, that was the question. We'll give Dillian Whyte.
Paulie and Jim, I don't know if you'd agree with this. Dillian Whyte has already shown enough to suggest he could well be a force.
Yeah, he's shown smart defense, White, keeping the hands up.
And that can play the mind games too. You can see what you can see what kind of reaction.
In a few seconds, Dillian Whyte's going into uncharted.
New territory for both of them.
Yeah. Again.
Seconds out, round 5.
Round 5. The bookies were convinced it was a Joshua win inside 4. I'm sure Carl would agree. He didn't want him quite like this. This is... And Joshua, when he does connect...
Joshua stole the combination from White. That was a combination...
Taking it. Joshua. Slow, methodical.
Joshua's got his mind back on the job. I think earlier he thought the job was done. He was a little bit careless, but I think he's back to showing a bit of discipline and thinking what he's doing now.
Yeah, I think he's settled into the fact to maintain a game plan and be smart.
That's much better again from Joshua. Terrific. But certainly the notion that he can blast his way through Dillian Whyte has gone. This is a really good round for Joshua.
Yeah, he's timing his punches so much better than I can.
It's on the fly.
Well, it's a massive learning experience, this, for both of them, isn't it? Easy for both of them thus far.
Oh, good body shot.
Yes, Joshua not throwing back much at all.
And we talked about earlier in the fight how White was always first. Now
and White is breathing very, very heavily now.
And I think White is kind of...
better fighters off of an experience like tonight.
Well, I thought it'd be all over.
We have Dillian Whyte has come in with a great game plan. He's using his superior... this is what professional boxing is all about. You can't just expect to hit people and have people in front of him. So far, he's passing the test, but it's getting very, very... how this fight's unfolding. So let's see what Anthony Joshua comes out with in the second half. Taking too many unanswered punches, punches a little slow, can win, and push into the second half of the fight now.
Thanks, David. Whyte has soaked it all up.
Of damage, White. It's been a terrific effort from him.
Joshua, or at least driving him back.
Yeah, Joshua's keeping him at the range.
Joshua in round 2, they're catching that right hand, the jab, and throwing your left hook. But
Dillian Whyte's defences, again, Whyte soaking it all up.
But I think the body shots have knocked some out of him as well. Oh, terrific!
You wonder what kind of power Whyte is still carrying at this stage. And again, Joshua, but Whyte to his...
It's totally different. He's having to fight for every success he gets.
We're looking at a potential contender in this division.
I agree. He's made it.
Tag there with a beautiful right hand down. Joshua can't shift him. And then a switch from body to head again. What a good fight this is. Oh yeah, a long way to go. But who would have believed this? Yeah, do not adjust. Joshua in control from comfortable.
And we're only halfway through.
Give Whyte, because obviously the round where he hurt
Oh,
the
he's got him.
Terrific!
Finally got him. It through. Whyte looking to hold on.
This time he is holding, unlike he did in round 1.
Rocked by that big right hand. Joshua looking to size him up. Gets him up. Whyte looking to try and hold. Lands a right hand of his own. Terrific response again from Whyte.
All this stuff, he's in shape.
Incredible that Whyte is still there. Joshua, not Foster having a close look now.
But as long as Whyte returns fire once in a while...
Which he... There's a grin from Whyte, but the legs are betraying him, and down he goes. Out here for Dillian Whyte. It's stopped. It's over. Thick and unbelievable at the finish. Joshua.
I think Whyte's still trying to get
Whyte's still in some distress.
I think he thinks the fight's...
The oxygen.
I think it's just the fighter's pride. He doesn't want to be on the floor. They're forcing him to stay. An energy-sapping fight. He is exhausted and he's hurt. So the best.
Absolutely.
He did it in resounding fashion.
Just lift Pacto 2 Arena. It was not plain sailing tonight's fight. Just took another big leap forward. What is 2016 going to bring for the... Whyte is on his feet, being led back to his corner, which is...
Such a grueling fight. The punch resistance is not quite the same. I mean, it wasn't really making any impression on Joshua, but the courage he was showing in the age in this kind of fight, and the punch resistance maybe not quite what it was.
There, and I think the second round, guys, we thought, hello, are we in for a real big shot? Of course, the more he goes up. This fight, in terms of the big picture, will do his career.
A shot that... It was a right hand from the side as opposed to the 1-2 straight right hand.
Caught him in the temple as well, and quite often that's the punch. The toughest guys you've ever seen.
But you see, it's an unorthodox shot. Usually the right hand comes straight. He throws it from around the side, and he kind of...
Yeah, but that's the same punch in the jaw. It might drop you. If it doesn't, you can look to the head there. No, it just scrambles your brains, and you don't recover from it, and from it.
Yeah.
Full credit the way he coped with it. He grabbed hold, he ducked, he dived. Then when the time was right, but by that point in an exhausting fight, I think it had been knocked out of him. Terrific uppercut.
You knew there was no way back from that.
Yeah, you could tell the way he was.
Right in front of us as well. It was a wicked shot to finish with. A lot of pent-up frustration in that uppercut. And
yeah, the power poured it on. Terrific finish from Joshua. Full credit, we're giving a lot of credit to him. Come out on top, did what had to be done.
Easy wins. We've enjoyed the highlight reel knockouts. He really had to dig in here. That's what it means to him. For the record, he adds and become a world champion, following in the footsteps of Tyson Fury.
And 15 KOs, and he is the unified champion, the fighting pride of the UK.
He delighted Anthony Joshua, or relieved in many ways Anthony Joshua. Not sure.
Seen him talk.
No, and Whyte is now leaving the ring as well. So many people in that ring. Ed Robinson, I believe, is in there somewhere.
Yeah, Anthony just posing for a few photos and talking to Jonathan.
Congratulations.
Anthony, congratulations. What a way to win the...
Because it's a tough fight. I learned a lot. And as I said, now I can look forward. And I'm going to keep on building and building and building until I make my mark in this heavyweight division.
Free from the amateurs and the build-up.
It's not about the rivalry. I just knew I had the strength to knock it from 1 to 4. They can soak it up. And then I found my way, found my rhythm, so I could throw, because certain other shots weren't working. So that's why it's good to have the 12 round.
Great for you, as you say, getting those rounds. You need that for your career, but you did seem very stiff in... What's your take on that? Did you hit him after the bell?
I don't know. It's a fight, really. So, because we would have been fighting 36 minutes without no break. But that's why we got a ref. He split it up. I don't know. Title, and I've done it for all the people that come out tonight. So big respect to everyone that believed in me. Once people say, "Oh, can you go the rounds?" We went further than I've ever been, and I still managed to get a match. And thank you for coming out and get home safe. Thank you very much. Thing, you get your balance back, you keep on doing what you're doing. There was no way that I was going to let him catch me with stupid shots.
Hard work. No steroids like our friends talk about. This is hard work.
British title. And now on to the next stage. It's a tough game. Shout out to my boy Dylan. Come to fight. That's not the end of him. But you got to respect everyone.
Shots.
No, not really. Not really.
Going forward.
Well, keep coming, filling the O2 with fans like this. You know, he's a professional fighter. He had to show a lot of heart. We know he's got the skill, we know he's got the speed, we know he continues Francie Joshua. And I believe 2016 will bring a world title shot, but that was...
You know, tonight's been one of the best nights of boxing I think I've been to, and we're going to steal the show, and this was just going to be, you know, just run-of-the-mill win for Anthony Joshua. We were courage and really took it to him. And for a minute, you know, I'm a little bit...
The character of Anthony Joshua. Were you worried at any point as the rounds went on?
It's worrying heavyweight boxing because you're always one punch away from disaster. Answer questions and ask questions that we've not seen before. He was firing back, he got caught early, he came back to do what he had to do. What a devastating finish.
This was round one. All of a sudden we thought, you know what, 2 rounds, this is in the bag.
When he started to open up again, he's going to be a regular run-of-the-mill opponent who's going to get blasted out. But Dylan started punching. He's showing some real determination for the win.
You picked up on this because that gave the Nathan Gavin hitting after the bell.
Exactly. What Dylan White did there was real smart. He said it looks terrible, but he was tired. So that the warning he gave both fighters actually worked out in Dylan White's favour.
This hassle and tribulation in the first round. He's thinking, I've got this.
Drop control, which is what we like to see. And yeah, he took control. Joshua, he got caught with a shot and he was hurt. And we've never seen it until he got caught. You're still worried for heavyweight boxing. There's a left hook there.
But this is what we wanted to see. These are the questions that were asked.
He had his hands over his eyes when this was all going on.
I was thinking worried. I was so worried
Everybody
about
was worried. The viewers at home have had an unbelievable night of boxing. His legs were doing an elusive dance here, which means
all of a sudden people are talking Frank Bruno. They're thinking Anthony Joshua's getting heavy leg.
Wonderful physique that he's got, that the muscles are taking up the oxygen because, you know, he was stiffening up, he was starting to throw a weak left